Hello my friends, it's Cassie coming at you, sweatier than I have been in a while, and that's saying something because the New York heat is no joke. But I just went on my first run in a while and I have the day off today. I got a great night of sleep last night. I'm feeling ready to kick off the September reset video. I can't believe September is here. I feel like I have a bit of a resistance to its coming because September 21st marks the autumnal equinox. Fall is quickly approaching and I'm not quite ready to let go of summer yet. Acceptance is the only way through, so today let's take a look at September. If you're new, hello, my name is Cassie. I am 27 years old. This is my first video filming since my birthday, and I live in New York City. It's a beautiful life that I live. I've recently been promoted, so this last month, instead of being a barista, as I have been for the last 2.5 years, started a more administrative position. Sorry, I had to take my socks off. I'm sweating so profusely. I don't know if you can tell. I'm in a more administrative position now, just turned 27. This has been a big period of change, and it's felt pretty busy at times. I've felt grounded at times and a little afloat at others, but overall I'm feeling really grateful, and August has been a lovely month. I'm excited to do some reflecting and intention setting for the month ahead. If you've never watched a reset video before, I love these videos. As I say at the beginning of every one of them, they genuinely help my real actual life. It is not just content that I'm making for the internet, although that's a bonus, and I love getting to share these with you, and I know some of you really enjoy them as well. But I always start by just getting some things done that I needed to do, maybe that I've been putting off, that are gonna help me feel set up for success. Went on a run today, which felt so good, and I have some laundry that's already being washed. I'm gonna do some cleaning today. I have some things to pick up at Target. I need to edit a video to go up 2 days from now that you've already seen, my last week of my barista job. Then I use Notion as a kind of tracking method for goals and intentions for the month. So we'll go back and review August, and then we'll set some new ones for September, and hopefully it'll leave us all feeling balanced. Looks like the sun just went behind a cloud, so I think that's my cue to take a shower first and foremost. Have something to eat, make my matcha, and we'll go from there. First I'm gonna do some stretching actually, so happy you're here. Let's hit it. As it usually goes with this video, it's a new day, everybody, but I have a few things I want to get done this afternoon. First of all, I got these tiny little drawers for my makeup. This is one of the items that got stolen on my birthday. Fun fact, but I had it redelivered to my boyfriend Jacob's. I want to put all my makeup in these little drawers and mess around with either putting them on our over the toilet shelf in the bathroom or on our little windowsill. I'm gonna play around with where I want it to be. I got the vacuum behind me. I'm gonna do a little vacuum through my room, so. This is still obviously a work in progress. I now have a ton of space that I don't need, so I can find another purpose for it. Maybe put our hair tools there. But I'm very happy with the way this turned out. I stacked this little bin with my like everyday lotion and deodorant, leave-in conditioner up there. And then I've got tiny hair stuff that I don't use that often. This is like blush, a couple lipsticks back there, highlighter. I've got eyeshadows here, and then nail polish on the bottom, which I don't access very much, so I'm okay if it's blocked. I love this. These were not even very expensive. I got them from Target, and I feel like it's such a better use of the space. Kai brought some drawers too. Success. friends, I have been filming this over the course of the week, so I've been slowly chipping away at the things I wanted to get done. The only thing I haven't done yet is change my sheets. It's Saturday night as I'm filming this right now. You're seeing this on Sunday. My weekend isn't until Monday and Tuesday after this video goes up. I think I'm gonna change my sheets over my weekend because I still have another work day. I'm still in the thick of adjusting to my work schedule, and honestly, I don't have the energy to change my sheets right now. I just vacuumed everything. I've got some things on my walls now, which I definitely want to keep building on over this next month. Can't believe it took me May, June, July, almost 4 months of living here to put stuff up on my walls. It's very unlike me, but I've just been trying to figure out the vibe. This room is, I feel like, a place where I'm gonna live for the next 2 years for sure, because our lease is a 2-year lease. I just feel like it's a place where I'm really welcoming a lot of newness, and I don't want to restrict myself and my creative energy, but I also don't want to have nothing up, so it's nice to get a little start on that. I put up my New Yorker poster above my bed. The tale behind this particular New Yorker cover is that it was the cover on the day I was born, August 17th, 1998. I was born on a Monday, which is when the New Yorker comes out, and I think it's so sick that I have a New Yorker cover, A, and B, it's not even a political cover. It's this little blonde girl with a book laying on a grassy field in the sunshine. Like, it is me. Yeah, it's just so cool. When I discovered that it existed, I had to get a print of it. You can find a lot of New Yorker prints on Etsy or just like the New York website, anywhere, but this particular print is not one that's mass reproduced. So I took a JPEG from Google Images and blew it up and then printed it at FedEx, and I want to get it framed at some point. It got a little wet and wrinkly during my radiator drama at my last apartment a couple years ago, but it's beautiful. I love it. I think it being above my bed is perfect. That's my New Yorker cover story. Let's dive into a little bit of reflecting on August and a little intention setting for September. August felt like a really long month. I turned 27. When I turned 27, everything started to change, and I've felt like it's been changing in the months leading up to turning 27 too. I feel like I keep saying this year, it just feels like a year where a lot is changing, and I'm entering this new regeneration of myself and my life, and it feels good, but I'm also tired from the adjustment. I got promoted at the beginning of the month, or like the very end of July, beginning of August, but I couldn't talk about it yet, so you're just barely starting to see those vlogs. I have my first week in this position vlog will be up next weekend, but me, real life Cassie, at the end of August is about 4 weeks in, and I am feeling tired. I'm definitely still adjusting to working more hours than I used to, using my brain in a different way. I'm still learning my job. I'm still getting in a groove and a system. We just launched all of our fall drinks, which was an extra lift. I have to wake up early every single day, whereas when I was a barista, some days I would get a sleep in because I would close or pre-close, but now I get up at 6 or 6:30 every day, Wednesday through Sunday. And also my new schedule, working on Sundays, do not like. I'm hopeful that I will not be doing it for too many months, but at this current moment, yeah, the Wednesday through Sunday schedule is tough. So I feel tired. I felt low energy outside of work, but I've also had videos to edit and upload and friends to see and celebrate, and I want to dedicate time to my relationship, and I want to sleep, and I want to read. It's just a big reallocation of time in my life, and I'm still sorting my way through what that looks like and what that will look like. I was talking to my mom briefly today, and she said she thinks it takes like 3 months to adjust to a new job. So I'm 1 month down, and I've got 2 months to go before I really can start to feel settled. Let's take a look at the goals and intentions that I set at the beginning of August. Feels like forever ago. We'll see what happened. Alrighty friends, if you're new to this format, we've got 3 categories: to keep, to add, to let go of. Then I also have the additional goals this month, as well as some themes. Also, this should be italicized. Let's dig in and see how I did. First, I wanted to keep reading. Yes, I read a lot more in August. I've been reading more as the year has gone on. Got off to a slow reading start at the beginning of this year. My favorite book that I read in August was Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil, the new V.E. Schwab book, who wrote The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, which I actually read in the week or 2 leading up to moving to New York City, which was exactly 4 years ago right now. I moved to New York City September 5th, 2021. I can't believe it was 4 years ago, but this new book is a lesbian vampire book and it was so good. I did not want it to end. I thought about it every single day while I was reading it. I've thought about it most days in the week since I finished reading it. It was such an amazing book. I loved it and I would highly recommend it. The wait at the library is long right now, but please put it on hold so that you can read it. Honestly, it's gonna be a great fall and winter book. So yes, on the reading front, deep breaths. My new morning routine has been I wake up at 6 and I immediately do a 10-minute meditation before I have to log on to work. So I definitely have been prioritizing breathing in a more consistent way than I have in a long time, and it feels really good. I've gotten a lot of time outside this month too. Inherently, part of my new position at work is that I have to go between stores a lot, which means a lot of walking and commuting, and it's been kind of nice to break up my day in that way. And then YouTube. I've stayed on top of YouTube, which honestly, I'm really impressed with myself, and it's part of what has been making me feel so tired. I do feel a little behind. Like, I'm uploading, other than this video, vlogs that I filmed the first week of August. I'm excited to be a little caught up so I can get back in the swing of sharing my life and documenting my life. I really haven't vlogged other than my birthday weekend in 3 weeks, and I feel like we have so much to catch up on, which we're doing a little bit here too, but I just love a weekly and days in my life vlogs. They're, I think, where I really thrive as a documentarian and artist. So yes, we've kept YouTube up, but I do feel a little like I'm running to keep up, and I think after this coming week, I'll feel a little more solid again. To add, healthcare follow-ups. So I had a little bit of this, but it turns out the sports medicine doctor that I went to actually doesn't take my insurance, which they told me after my first appointment. So I ended up getting billed more than they initially told me. Obviously, I did not schedule a follow-up appointment. So while I have not been in any more pain than I was at the end of July, I still do have a slight numbness in my finger. Like I said, I haven't been in pain, so I've kind of just been rocking with it. I also tried to find a primary care doctor. I guess we're kind of jumping around. I did see a sports medicine doctor. I tried to find a primary doctor, and I was doing it at like 4:30 on a Friday, and all the doctor's offices were about to close, and the couple that I called took my insurance but not my plan, and I got frustrated, so I stopped. But you will see this reprise on the September goals. And I actually did go on one run this month. I went on a run at the beginning of this video, as you saw. I ran a little over 2 miles. It was hard, but it felt really good, and I'm very excited to slowly ease my way back into that exercise. It just feels so good. I love it so much. To let go of tingly fingers. It's only one finger that's tingly now, and the amount that it's tingly is not nearly the level it was, and I do feel like there are moments where it almost fully goes away. I'm not feeling any pain or sensation down my arm at all. It's really just my finger pad. I'm cautiously optimistic, but we'll see what happens. And then 26, let go of an age of my life that was a really transformative year. I got diagnosed with Crohn's disease over 26. I met a boy that has changed my life. I moved apartments. A lot went down during 26, and I feel really grateful for it, but I'm also happy to let it go and see what this new era has to offer. So far, it's offering me being tired, but grateful. So I did not find a new primary dog. I also did not find a psychiatrist. Fair bit of reflecting on 26. I filmed a whole birthday reset video where I just talked a lot about the year and talked about my vision board and my new vision board and kind of just where I'm at with aging, and I would highly recommend that video. That was a good one. Celebrated my birthday, and going to the beach was part of celebrating my birthday. Birthday weekend was also epic. Went to the beach, went on a cruise, had a barbecue, had a rot day. Definitely watch that vlog. It's a really fun one. I had fun making it and filming it, and I love my birthday. And then themes for the month. This is just kind of like the vibe that I'm trying to curate. We have sparkling water. I've been drinking a lot of sparkling water. Specifically with my boyfriend, I've been drinking seltzer water, the vintage seltzer water. Every time I go to Trader Joe's, I buy one of the big bottles. They're 99 cents of lemon sparkling water, and I usually drink them while I'm editing. We don't have any today. Right now I just have water because I've been trying to stay hydrated. Birthday, yes. I celebrate birthday month, as we very well know. So everything good that has happened this month, I've been like, it's my birthday month. Rebirth, I do feel like I am on a continual evolutionary path. Fit checks, I don't remember where this came in. I definitely threw some fits this month though. On my Instagram, I'm always documenting my outfits, so please enjoy that. And then we have the Empire, Cassie's World. Cassie's World is just kind of like a soft rebrand of Cassie Paulsen Vlogs. I really want this channel and just like my presence online, but also in my life, to have some clarity. I think I'm developing an aesthetic eye and vision, and I want it to translate, and I just want to be more specific about what I'm providing to you and to the world. And Cassie's world is what I have to offer. For me, it's an embodiment and an energy and a concept. My friend Jalen and I, at the beginning of this week, went upstate and shot some beautiful images in Cold Spring, New York. You can see some more on my Instagram. I'm probably also putting them on the screen, but I'm gonna utilize those in some updated like channel banners and probably my end slate and things like that, just to really refine and evolve and grow my art and my life. Also, it's not just a content mode, it's also life. Cassie's world is an ongoing thing. It's more for me than for you. I think it's like a lens that I'm creating through more than a product I'm offering you at this moment. That's some ramblings on Cassie's world. And then end of month reflection is for my eyes only. I'm gonna go in and write a little blurb after this. August overall was a really lovely month. Always love August. It's my birthday month, so it's always bound to be beautiful. And in these last few weeks of August, the weather has also been beautiful. It's been in the 70s. It's a little cool in the morning, but then by the afternoon, evening, it's still warm. You can sit outside and the air is the perfect temperature in the evening. It's like an extension of your skin. It's just such a beautiful month, and I had a great time. I feel so grateful for all my people. My people really showed up for me this month, and Kai moved in, one of my very best friends in the world. It's just a continued evolution. I think big steps were taken, and I'm really excited to keep on keeping on, but I'm also tired. So let's talk about September and see how we're gonna keep things moving. All right, team, it's September 2025. Since I got promoted in this back to school season, it kind of feels like I'm going back to school. I feel like I'm using my brain. The summer's coming to an end and I am sad about it, but I'm going to enjoy it while it lasts. We have some beautiful red apples at the top. I'm from Washington State. Our largest export is apples. Fun fact, it's very difficult to buy Washington apples in Washington State. Every fall, I see Washington apple boxes at Trader Joe's, and it's a little lovely piece of home over here in New York City. So we've got some beautiful apples. I think actually, technically, apple season starts in August, but it's in full swing now. And then I have a little ink pen because I'm hard at work this September. Things I want to keep this month: meditation. I always write mediation. Like I said, I've been waking up at 6 and using the first 30 minutes of my day before I have to get on the computer to just meditate and do some stretching, and it has really been a beneficial piece of breath for my day, especially since after work I have been doing a lot of stuff. I don't have as much downtime in this season of life as I did in the previous few seasons. Definitely been keeping me sane and something I want to keep doing. I also want to keep adjusting, like I've been saying. There's been lots of change and I'm trying to have grace with myself. That's something I've been talking about a lot in therapy, is just like being patient with myself as I take the steps and adjust over time. I also want to keep hydration. I feel like since I've started this new position, I have been much more dehydrated than I was when I was on the floor as a barista. On the floor, I had my water bottle in our staff drinks section and I was just constantly going over and drinking water. But now that I'm at a desk, you would think because it's right there you would drink it more, but I've found that I have been drinking less water. So it's been something I've been trying to prioritize in the last week or so, and I think it's been making me feel more energized and just better, and I want to keep it up. Things I want to add this month: running. We're adding it back and we're actually doing it this time because I went on a run the other day. I want to at least run once a week for the month of September, which I think is a good achievable goal to set for myself. I'm not gonna set a distance, I'm not gonna set a time, I just want to go on a run. Hopefully by the end of this month I'm able to go on a little bit longer runs. I did 2 miles, like I said. I'd like to make it to at least a 3-mile run by the end of the month. We'll see what happens. 5-6 is the sweet spot for me when I've been in the height of my running. I love a 5 or 6 mile run. We're getting there. Baby steps. And more sleep, I would like to add. Waking up early every single day. I know this is what everyone's doing, but it's not been my reality for the last few years. I have had mornings where I get up really fucking early, like 5 o'clock in the morning, and then I have mornings where I don't have to be at work till noon. So having that consistent wake up has been wearing me out, and
I also last week had trouble sleeping through the night. Like I woke up in the night a lot. I don't know, we're figuring out the sleep thing, but in general, I just need more of it. And to let go of, I'm gonna phrase this as distraction. I found myself in the month of August, and really just the past few months in general, there's been a lot going on, kind of getting caught up with things that I don't need to invest as much time and mental energy on. I've been talking about it in therapy, and my therapist recently quoted the Serenity Prayer to me, which I'm not religious, I didn't grow up religious, but I was like, damn, that's actually a great phrase. So it's something like, grant me I'm gonna actually look it up. Everyone who is religious right now is probably reciting it over and over and screaming at the screen to themselves. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So as an anxiety girly, I feel like that's a good mantra, and I really liked it. That's where this distraction piece is coming in. I think there's a lot going on, and I really just want to focus on my stuff and focus on my happiness and taking one step at a time and leave the rest to the world. I know that's kind of vague, but that's what I have to share for right now. My goals, like I said, I want to run each week, so run 4 times. I want to find a new primary doc. I found a doctor when I moved here, and now she just doesn't exist in the Mount Sinai system. Honestly, the odds are she also probably doesn't take my new insurance anymore either, so live, laugh, love. I have Crohn's disease, so I mean, I have a gastroenterologist, but just having a primary doctor is probably something someone with a chronic illness should do. Okay, my next goal, enjoy visits with my people. My very dear friend Emma is visiting the US from France. She's going to Philadelphia with her dad to just explore for a few days, and I'm gonna take the train over my weekend and hang out with them for like a day and a half. It's far too short a time to spend with my dear friend who I have known since I was 14, so like 13 years of friendship, which is crazy. I just love her a lot. We always have so much fun. We always have such great adventures, and I'm just really excited to see her. At the end of September, my dear friend Lauren is coming to visit. We have been friends since the 7th grade, so even longer. Oh my god, since I was like 13 years old, so 14 years of friendship. It's crazy. We've like grown up together. She's like my sister. But she lives in San Francisco, and obviously I live in New York City, so since I moved here, every year we've kind of swapped off who visits who. Last fall I visited her in San Francisco, so it's her turn to come to New York City, and she's doing kind of a long trip. She's here for almost a week, so I took an extra day off work. I have a 3-day weekend while she's here, and I'm really excited to just spend time together. Yay! And introduce her to more of my people in the city, and I think we want to see a show. We just always have fun, so I'm so excited to see some of my most special people this month. And Kai just moved in. I'm like slowly gravitating towards me. I also want to adjust to my new schedule and upload every Sunday. Themes of this month. It's interesting having gotten this promotion and moved, and I just feel like I've checked off a lot of things that I was kind of anticipating for a while. Now I'm kind of like, what are my goals? And right now the answer is just keep going. I've had so much change that now the goal is make this feel normal so that I can expand again, because it's very difficult to expand from a place of rockiness or discomfort or instability for me. Is that true? Is that something I want to be true? It certainly feels more chaotic. It's not impossible by any means, but the quicker you can get grounded, the easier change feels. Hence the daily meditation and finding a doctor and maybe getting on anxiety meds. We'll see what happens. Okay, themes for the month. Soul friendship. I got some of my really close people that I get to see and spend more time with this month, and I'm really excited. Connection, because friendship is the meaning of life. Energized work. I just don't want to feel so tired all the time, and I know sleep has a lot to do with that, and just like using my brain in a different way, but I would love if by the end of September I felt a little more energized, especially after work. I feel like at my job I'm able to kind of get it together because I am at work and this is how I make money. After work, like when I'm been doing my video stuff and like helping my boyfriend film self-tapes and things like that, is when I feel the energy suck, and I want to feel present and energized and accepting change. The theme of my life is accepting change, but specifically as fall approaches, it can be a difficult time of year for me because it signals the incoming of winter, famously a very challenging part of the year. I'm trying to enjoy the last few weeks of summer while they're here, live in the present, enjoy the weather and the longer daylight hours while they're here, and accept that it will change, but then it will also change back. So that's September. Okay, folks. I'm tired. This felt like a long month. I feel reset in the sense that like I've done my reflecting, I've like gone through the motions of resetting, but I think what I really need is my weekend away from editing and work and doing stuff, and some good nights of sleep, and to eat dinner right now. I am looking forward to September though. I think it's going to be a delicious month, and I'm excited to just like soak in the last of the summer light and warmth and energy, and can't believe it's coming to an end. It's simultaneously felt incredibly long, and also like, how is it another fall? We're drinking maple pumpkin chai at work and it's delicious. It's also kind of crazy that it's already here. But as a witchy person and as a Libra rising, I do eagerly await the coming of October, because that's a chaotic and unhinged, very fun month. But first we got September. We're living in the present. I send you lots of love and peace. I hope August was energetic for you and brought you some summer heat and love and light. And I hope September brings you what you need. I think that maybe we're all settling in a little. Keep breathing, drink your water, and please go do something that makes you happy today. You deserve it. In Cassie's world, we spend time and energy on the things that make us happy. Even if we don't have a lot of time and energy to spend, something as easy as taking a few deep breaths can be the thing that makes you happy today. Can't wait to see you again soon. I'll see you for a vlog that I filmed a little way back, and then we'll be caught up and we'll really get to dig into life and change and routine. I'm looking forward to it. Shout out Virgo season. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Okay, bye.